Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to Good News on Around the World. Sam Green's going to join me for his big announcement tonight, and he should be on here any minute.
Hey, what's up?
Hey there, Sam Green.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
That's good.
You
That's
look
good.
great.
Thank you. I'm tired, but you look great too.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah.
So, you've been going through some crazy things lately, but then you told me some good news last night. So, why don't you start off with your big announcement?
So the big announcement basically is you know, we know what's going on around the world right now, and apparently, unfortunately, it's not all good news around the world right now,
Right.
and Ukraine has some issues going on, and there's the problem over there in Ukraine right now is that there's a lot of focus on the refugees and fighters, but there's 100,000 orphans in Ukraine that
Uh,
they're still being cared for, but they need more. That's the thing. There's going to be food shortages, supply shortages, and a lot of these kids, from what I've gathered, have like severe mental disabilities and handicaps and stuff. And you can't. There wouldn't even be a way to even evacuate them if they wanted to. So these kids are essentially just trapped in a war zone, and they don't know what's going on. There's footage. There's Abundance International, who I've been kind of talking to, and I'm hoping if I can get over there, they can
mhm.
guide me on how I could help them. Um, the other day, one of their orphanages only had like a week of food left, and
Wow.
yeah, so it's pretty dire over there. So basically, what I'm trying to do, I'm waiting on a passport, which everything takes forever nowadays.
It
I
does.
couldn't get it expedited because they told me you can only get it expedited in an emergency. Like, okay. So basically, that's it. My plan is to, you know, get my passport and head over to Poland, and then try to
Wow.
figure out a way to either gather supplies, or I need to get the supplies into Ukraine to these orphanages. I think they have some like 1,000 orphanages, and there's 100,000 children. Some of them, like up in Kiev, the capital, uh, that city's already taken by Russia. So I don't know what I can do for them, but there's so many other orphanages in the country that need help. So
Right.
basically, what I need to do, um, if I get over there, um, the founder of Abundance International he wires the people money, and then their job is to go around grocery shop, gather medical supplies, this and that, and they're trying to come up with a whole system of supply routes specifically for orphanages. They're working with all the orphanages around the area, and but I need to get there, and so right now in my downtime, what I'm trying to do is raise money for Abundance International. You can go right on their website. It's abundanceinternational.org. I
Okay.
believe it's either .com or .org. Maybe you Google Abundance International, and even on my Facebook page, there's links to a fundraiser for them. Um,
Okay.
right now, the government is still giving them money. I
Mhm.
don't know how much, but there's a real possibility that the Ukrainian government will collapse, and then these kids will have no money, no resources,
Right.
no supplies, and that's the scary thing. Is I don't want these kids to suffer because some bloodthirsty, power-hungry old men feel the need to fight. You know, it's just
Right.
disgusting. It's not right.
Mhm.
It's not fair to anybody in Ukraine, but especially these children. You know,
Right.
their lives are already hard, and
Sure.
now they have. And I was reading today that you know, they had Russians targeting hospitals and schools and stuff. You know,
Oh,
so
wow.
they're not even being fair. You know, there is no fair war, but you know, usually you're supposed to leave innocent people out of the war. You know,
Right.
and they're not. And
And
so
I
yeah,
think it's a shame that even with this pandemic still kind of out there that, you know, now we have this and all the other things that are going on in the world. So,
yeah,
um, you're right. It's not fair, but life isn't fair.
no,
Um,
no,
what inspired you to say, "Hey, I want to go to Poland now"? I mean,
I don't, I
you
don't know.
you don't
I
know.
don't, I don't know. I really don't. You know, excuse me. On my walk, I met a gentleman out in Pennsylvania named the Machine Gun Preacher, and he
Wow.
runs a bunch of orphanages in Sudan. And so his story kind of goes, he had a really rough life and he was really depressed and drinking and doing drugs and this and that. And his wife convinced him to go to church. And when he went to church, there was an African minister there who was visiting. And he went up to the Machine Gun Preacher. His name was Sam Chilvers. Never met the dude a day in his life, and looked at him and said, "You're going to change Africa," or something along the lines of
Wow.
that. And now he has this huge orphanage complex, and kids are no longer being forced to fight and war and stuff. So, so that was kind of always like inspiring to me, his story. But I was just like trying to figure out, there's just something in me. I don't know what it is. You know, you can call it God, the universe, being crazy. I really don't know. But I just, everything in my entire um, being says I need to be there,
Right.
you know, and that's it. I don't know why. I wish I had an answer. And I was looking up ways that I could help out there, like the Red Cross, and I called all the consulates and stuff, and they just want fighters and doctors right now. They're not even looking for humanitarian aid for in the
Wow.
country. Um, so and then I just got to looking and the orphanages, and you know, I remember going to school with a Ukrainian orphan girl who was adopted, and you know, it's just I just feel the need. At first, I didn't even think about Ukraine. I wasn't even trying to go to Ukraine,
Right.
but right now, the people, the refugees that are already out of the country, they're being taken care of by hundreds of thousands of people. They're
Mhm.
good. They're
Yeah.
fine. When I'm in this group chat for Abundance International, I can't share. I don't want to. I can't share anything in that group chat,
Right.
but they. It sounds like there's only a couple people. Yeah, like
Yeah.
you know,
Wow.
less than 10 gathering stuff. I don't know though. You know, there could be more. I basically, you know, I just need to get there. That's the big step. It's just I need to get to Poland, and then from Poland, I could gather more of a plan. You know, I
Right.
could ask around and find people that are willing to do the same thing, because I know they're there. There's people flying in from all over the world. You go on TikTok, you got people from all over the world, all over America and stuff, and they're headed over there.
Wow.
So I know there's people that want to help. So I know I can assemble a team once I'm there. Um, so far, what I have is I have 5 people that are willing to be translators for me that I can call whenever I need to.
Oh,
I
wow.
have a Polish woman. I have a Ukrainian translator and a Russian translator. And they all said
Wow.
I can call them if I run it, because I called Xfinity and Xfinity said that they have expanded their services to Ukraine and to not
Oh,
worry about bills and stuff. But my Xfinity barely works in Highlands, New Jersey half the
right.
time. So I
Yeah.
can't bet on that. And then there's Starlink, which provides internet, but I don't even know how to get onto that yet. So I can't be, I just needed, I couldn't rely on Google. I needed to be able to make phone calls. Phone calls usually always go through, and
Actually, I
well,
might have an answer for you for that. I
yeah,
so I'll tell you about that later. But yeah, it's amazing because people don't realize what all the legwork it takes. Like translators and
yeah,
transportation, money to
yeah,
get there.
yeah,
Then when you get there, how are you going to get around and food,
exactly.
so on and so forth. But you're going to go and travel there alone. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's the plan as of now, unless I come into contact with other people that are willing and can go.
Right.
Um,
That was my
it,
next question. Are you looking for a team to go with you, possibly, or?
I'm willing to look for anyone that is willing. If anyone wants to do it, it's looking like the longest we're allowed to stay is 90 days in
Okay.
Poland and Ukraine. Um, you do not need a COVID card, turns out, for either country.
Okay.
But we do need, passports. And I'm trying, ideally, would like to get a fake Canadian passport to not to use at borders, but just in case someone stops me, I don't want people knowing I'm American. I'm not going to be driving around the streets blasting "Born in the USA" or anything like that.
Right.
So
Well, you kind of just told the world, but that's
yeah,
okay.
yeah, and uh, actually, I was going to wear my hiking gear, my hiking outfit when I'm over
Oh,
there. They're like khakis, black shirt, and it's the same exact setup the Russians wear. So I got to
oh,
change all that too right now. So I shouldn't
Sam,
laugh, but I
you
was
are
I was
too much.
I was looking at it, and then I saw footage of the Russians, and I said, "Oh shit, yeah, I'm not wearing that over there." So, but basically, that's the holdup. So I need to get to Poland, and then I need to get a vehicle. Um, those are the big things. Right now, since I'm at home, what I'm doing, like I said, is I'm trying to fundraise for Abundance International.
Okay.
Um, and I'm trying to gather maps. I have a a 3-layer map being printed. It'll have roads, it'll have this and that. I'm trying to mark out where all the nuclear power plants are in the country to avoid. But as of yesterday, the Russians bombed a nuclear power plant, and
Wow. Yeah.
yeah, and now every time the firefighters try to get into it to put it out, the Russians are shooting the firefighters. So, that could lead to a whole new Chernobyl disaster,
Right.
radiation and fallout. Yeah, I think they have, I could be wrong, but it's somewhere like 15 to 25 nuclear power plants, which is,
Wow.
that's a lot of targets.
Sure is.
I worry about the 3 in Pennsylvania. These people
Mhm.
are worrying about. They're all relatively new power plants, but Chernobyl, Ukraine doesn't have a good track record with nuclear power plants. So uh, I met a guy in America who, he to this day suffers from problems from Chernobyl, like cancers and stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was almost 40 years ago now. So it's maybe 30. I'm not sure. It's been decades. Oh, and
Yeah.
he's still
Wow.
lost his hair and eyebrows and all that stuff, and yeah. Anyway, so I'm just monitoring that situation and just really trying to solidify a game plan. But like I said, the plan for when I'm there. All right, this is in the plan in my head. Um, get to Warsaw, Poland, get a
Hmm.
vehicle that I could preferably sleep in.
Hmm.
That way I eliminate the shelter problem right there. And then I need to get to just Ukraine. Lviv, Ukraine is where they're letting people in, and then I can go from there, you know. But they're just great distances. Like, you know, from Warsaw, Poland to the Ukrainian border is like a 600-mile trip, and then from the
Wow.
Ukrainian border to the first to where the Abundance International is, that's another like 600 miles. Um,
Wow.
but I see all the people fleeing, all the refugees. I see them driving around and stuff. So I don't think it's like super dangerous. Like I'm gonna have bullets whizzing past my head and stuff. I
Right.
don't think it's gonna be like that. Is these people that, you know, they still have grocery stores open and stuff. So
Yeah.
people are still kind of continuing life as usual.
Do you know anybody over there that you speak to that's going through this war, or have you spoken to anybody over there?
Just the people in the secret group chat,
Okay.
and the Abundance International, and I've talked to all the consulates and stuff. My cell phone bill is gonna be just crazy
Hmm.
this one, but it's hard to talk to them over there because of the time difference.
Sure.
It's like 6 or 7 hours ahead, but you know, in the middle of the day they're busy doing stuff, and then at night I call right now. It's like 3 a.m. over there, you know,
Yeah.
and it's yeah. What kind of inspired me to go with the Abundance International is I was calling around, and I called this number, and I got a gentleman named Mark Davis answered, and I called at like midnight because I was just expecting to leave a voicemail or whatever, but he actually answered. We talked for like an hour, and he said, "I gotta go. The sun's coming up." And
Oh
then I
wow.
realized, okay, he's there. You know, he's from Nevada. The charity's from Nevada. You know, he's the
Yeah.
real deal. He's there doing it. Um, and
Wow.
then I also have talked to a group based out of Alabama. Um, their goal is to actually get the kids out. Um,
Mhm.
he was really busy, so I'm gonna call them back once I'm there.
Mhm.
Maybe plan, but yeah, the biggest hurdle besides all the planning and all that stuff is really just getting there. That's the
Getting
big deal, and I need the funds to get there.
right.
Not all like you know, I the passport maps. I have all my Appalachian Trail gear and stuff, so that's
Mhm.
totally fine. Like I don't need stuff like that,
Yeah.
but I don't want to take away from the organization.
Right.
So, you know, buying a used car while I'm there, getting my own food while I'm there, stuff like that. That's going to be a big hurdle too.
Right.
Um, yeah, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of the Russians. I'm 100% not afraid to die.
Mhm.
We all die. Each and every
Yeah.
one of us are going to die. I'm not afraid to die. So I'm not worried about any of that stuff. I'm certainly not going to fight.
Right.
I would never, ever, ever be able to take another life. So I'm not planning on going out there and being Mr. Big Badass American hero with a cigar in his mouth. You
Right.
know what I mean? So I just basically I'm going to be a scavenger. I need to scavenge whatever I can for these kids. Because as this clock is ticking, grocery stores are emptying and
Yes, they
stuff.
are.
And
Yeah.
the car has to be reliable because when I look at the topography map, um, the west side of Ukraine is mountainous. So the
Mhm.
car, whatever vehicle I get, you know, maybe little van, little bus, little like, you know, what are those cars called? Like a Subaru kind of shape car. Anything like that, it has to be reliable.
Right.
Um,
Sure.
you know, I can't
How
be.
hard do you think it would be to get a car out there?
um, the in the group chat, it took them less than a day.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not, you know, I didn't ask them how much it was or anything like that. I'd imagine it's pretty much the same as here.
Mhm.
My other thought, but you know, that's just a big risky thought. Would just get to Ukraine and steal a car. Yeah, that was kind of my other idea. You know, they're not using them; they fled. You know what I mean? But I don't know if that's. I don't think that's practical. You
I
know,
don't
and
either, because we don't need
yeah,
you going over there and getting locked up, and then we can't get you out.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. I don't want to be a prisoner of war. You know.
No,
So,
that would not be good.
yeah. But and then Taylor, you know, I made arrangements with my parents for Taylor, and
Okay.
I've gone to even greater lengths. Like, you
How do
know,
your
what
parents feel about you going?
I don't think they're taking it seriously yet.
Oh, okay.
I think they still think. I think it's more of like a shock, kind of. I think once we get more into it, they'll. I think they're taking it seriously, but they're kind of like, God, he's crazy, kind of
Mhm.
deal. You know, they're going to be scared. They're my parents,
Of
obviously.
course.
But I've even gone to greater extent. Like, say I go there and I come home with a child. You know what I mean? So we're trying to
Yeah.
like. I've even planned that out.
Wow.
So we're the
So you're really
planning is
thinking ahead.
pretty. I just want to make sure all the bases are covered. Um, Stuff that I need that I 100% cannot afford. And I don't even know if I could bring it on an airplane.
Mhm.
I need stuff like a bulletproof vest. I need a mask. I need a
Mhm.
helmet.
Right.
Stuff like that. Um, I I I still have a couple weeks, so I'll Google all that. I'll figure out, you know, look, maybe get the Army Navy store to donate it or something like
Mhm.
that. You know,
Yes. Absolutely.
um,
Look, we have
like
Christine Card on here, Ryan Cahill, Corey Lee. They could
hey
probably
guys,
reach out to some people and maybe help us out to get you some stuff. I'm sure they'd be
absolutely,
more than willing to do that.
that'd be
Um,
cool. Yeah,
yep.
I just need, like I said, just need to get there. Need that damn passport. The
Yeah.
passport is, um, just the biggest holdup. That's you know,
Yeah.
up to 7 weeks. Who the hell knows what the state of the country is going to be in 7 weeks?
Yeah.
Um, you know,
Now you
Putin.
said you had said that they could rush it for an emergency purpose. Did you try that route? I'm
I
sure you
did.
did. But
That's like death in the family. Have to get to a funeral.
okay.
Stuff like that. Yeah, I've tried. I tried every angle. Um, yeah. So I just gotta wait for it. That's
Yeah.
really it. Yeah. I had uh yeah, I lost my train of thought. I forgot what I was gonna say. So a lot going on up here lately. On top of that, I'm still trying to clear out this apartment as
Right.
I
You're
was
moving,
supposed
right?
I was supposed to move.
Oh,
But no, I'm not going to be signing a lease now until I know what's going on. I actually had a job interview in Pennsylvania on Monday, and I canceled it because I don't want to take the job and then find out I'm going to be going to Poland and
right.
and Ukraine. So, like I said, I think when I do go, the longest it's going to be is 90 days. So it's
Hmm.
not like I'm going to be gone forever and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to like get rid of all my stuff. So I just
So
have
while
big
you're out
stuff.
there, are you going to stay with your parents, or are you going to keep this apartment?
This apartment is gone. I'm out April 1st.
Oh wow.
Uh, yeah, the landlord just asked me a forwarding address for my security because I'm paid in advance. I'm paid up until June,
Oh
and
wow. Okay.
I want that money back. So
Yeah, absolutely.
and then she said I'll get my security deposit back too, which is kind of shocked me because I didn't think I'd be getting that back. But I mean, the
Well,
apartment's fine, but you never get security deposits back.
yeah,
So,
usually you don't, right? Well, good
so
for you. You're
yeah,
going to need it
so
when you come back.
yeah, we just gotta like I just gotta keep pushing forward. That's it. I there is no doubt in my mind, unless my passport gets denied or something crazy like that.
Right.
There's no doubt in my mind that I will that I'll I'm going no matter what. I'll be there no matter what. Um, I don't want to work for any organizations like the Red Cross or anything like that. You know, I don't want to do that. I want to I need to help this niche group out. It's they're being ignored. If you Google orphanages in
Mhm.
Ukraine on like YouTube or anything, it's the Mark Davis. That's really the only person they're interviewing, and
Really?
that's kind of a sign that there's not many people helping these kids.
Helping. Right.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's you know, uh, yeah. I
And
reached out to.
I don't think that the news really covers that, the regular news, just because there's so much other things going on that these kids are forgotten.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
and I think it's very noble of you
yeah,
to think of them and to go out there and do this, because
yeah,
who really fights for them? Not too
yeah,
many people, like you said.
yeah.
And they're kind of helpless, you know?
They are. Yeah,
Um,
it's just such a hassle traveling to another country.
yeah.
What a hassle. Yeah, it's crazy. It's a lot of things to do. But
Well, I'm just going to throw this out there. If anybody would like to help sponsor Sam's trip, please contact me. I will get that set up. And he also, I believe, has a fundraiser going. So we have that set up as well. Anything we can do to help, I think we should do that. Anything this man does, I support. He's a great man. I've
thank
known him
you.
for a long time. And it all started with you. You were my first
Yeah.
interview, and I appreciate that.
Thank you.
For those of you that don't know, Sam was walking around the world, and I love this story, and that's how I started this channel.
That's
So
awesome.
he will
Yeah.
always be my favorite for that.
Thank you. You too. No, thank
Especially
you.
that
Thank
we've been
you.
good friends for quite a long time.
Oh my God, at least 10 years now.
At
Yeah,
least.
it's been a
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting old.
We are. We
We're
are.
getting old. Yeah, that's why that's kind of like one of my fears going over there is like, say I have to hike up a mountain or something, like shit. I don't have to. I'm getting old. I'm all creaky and yeah. So yeah. Like I said, as of right now, I'm not taking any donations for myself yet.
Right.
I will be, but yeah, the Abundance International, all the donations go directly to their organization. Um, they're just trying to save as much money as they can until the government funding runs out.
Right.
You know, and that's that. You know, I checked their one fundraiser at 350 grand. Yeah, keep in mind, there's 100,000 kids. Well, they don't take care of 100,000 kids, but you know, 350 grand. That's not going to last a long time. Not at
Right.
all.
No.
You know, so if I think I got put in Facebook jail is I shared footage and I
Oh
got
no.
deemed as posting violent content. Yeah, it's just crazy. Like, you know, they're posting pictures of riots and stuff, but I'm trying to spread awareness of something seriously happening in the world, and I got flagged for 24 hours on Facebook. It's just ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's just so crazy. This
It
app.
is.
um, but
It's really a shame that you can't just say what you want, or
yeah,
post what you want anymore, that it has to be
uh,
blocked. But
exactly.
only the people can change that.
Yeah, it's wild. They do this new thing now where if you get in trouble, they bump your posts down to the bottom of the news feed so no one even sees them. That's
Wow.
why I've just been kind of bombarding with the fundraiser link, because no one's seeing it. um,
Yeah.
even like Kelly and
And
Mike,
that's a shame, because
they didn't even see it.
people like you, and anybody that does any kind of good in the world, that's what's
Yeah,
keeping these channels going. And for them to
yeah,
do that, I just think it's a shame.
yeah.
Because without us, what would they do? They
Yeah,
wouldn't even have it.
I know, I know. I think,
Um,
yeah. So, yeah, like I said, right now from home, I'm just gonna keep planning and doing what
mhm.
I have to do. And see, Putin's gonna do one of two things. He he's not gonna accept defeat. That's it. He's not going to withdraw. He's not going to surrender. He's not going to quit. So he's either going to kill himself, or he's going to Hitler himself in a bunker, and or he is going to get more reckless. And that's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of the more reckless.
Right.
He has a lot of troops that aren't fighting. They desert. Yeah, but he also has a lot of troops that are very loyal to Russia. And
Sure.
yeah, so that's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of, he's just going to start getting real desperate. I don't think Putin ever in a million years expected so much resistance from
Sure.
Ukraine. And they even have 80-year-old grandmas with guns right now.
Wow.
There's my favorite video right now is the old lady walking up to the Russian soldiers, and she tells them to put sunflower seeds in their pocket, so when they die, at least the sunflowers will grow. And that's some death metal. That's some badass shit right there.
Wow.
So that's just the attitude. They want independence. These people want freedom. They want to be free. We all want freedom. If it goes to show you, just freedom is very fragile.
It is.
These people were living their life, and then the next day they weren't. Now they're fleeing to strange countries. And it's pretty wild. Pretty wild.
It's really a shame that things have come to this, freedoms and pandemics. But again, only the people can change it, and instead of everybody sitting and watching, everybody kind of needs to state how they feel and make it better, change it.
Yeah. Like I said, once I get that passport in my hand, the second that passport's in my hand, the next step is getting me to Poland. And that's when I'm going. That's when I'm going to need assistance.
Right.
The flights right now seem relatively cheap.
Okay.
They were like $500 and stuff, round trip. So you're required to have a round trip. You need proof that you're going to leave, so it has to be a round trip ticket. But no visas or anything are required. But I was going to ask around to organizations, anyone that wants to send me out and stuff like that, But again, I don't want to take away from these people.
Other people. I understand.
Supportive.
What is your estimate of a time frame that you think you're going to leave?
Hopefully around the first week or two of April. That's what I'm hoping for. Like I said, they told me up to 7 weeks for the passport.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, it sucks. Kelly got hers. I think it was like less than a month. So hopefully, that's the case. Hopefully this is all over. You know what I mean? That would be the most. Well, I mean, then they'll still need help. They'll still need help, but at least it will be safer. But yeah, exactly. That's it. So yeah, maybe the first week or two of April, and it's if I do the car, the airline, and just have because I don't need to. I'm not going to be eating steak and filet mignon. We're talking ramen noodles and spam, like any other adventure I do. So I don't need like massive amounts of money, but it'll probably be, anywhere 10 to 20 grand, with the vehicle and stuff. And, that's it. It's going to be up there too. But when I'm done with the vehicle, it can go to somebody, someone, it could donate it, stuff like that. So it's not like I'll use it and then junk it or anything. Certainly not going to take it home, but yeah. So that's it.
You know what I
crazy.
love about you? You never know what you're going to do. It's just amazing to me that
I know
you just out of the blue one day, I'm going to go walk the world. I'm going to go help the refugees. I love it. That's the great thing about you. This man is always willing to help somebody, and I think that's fantastic. I think everybody should be more like this man. because
Right.
that's what it's about, helping each other. And
Yeah. Oh,
it's amazing.
yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, just you get all the pieces just got to fit in the place now. That's it. Yeah, like I said, I when uh, like even my mom was like, "Why?" I just don't know. I don't know why. You know, I
Right.
just it's just like all I could think about. I think we're going on day 9 now, and
Wow.
that has just been all I could think about for 9 days. It's just I have to be there. I have to be like to the point where I was neglecting packing and stuff.
Wow.
It's like I need to you know just well I need to get what I have to do done. But yeah, it's just I just have to go.
Yeah.
Have to go. I don't know why. I wish
Yeah.
I wish I knew. Yeah, it's just these.
Then you have
Yeah,
to go.
I don't even speak the language. So I hope
Oh,
I
that's
hope
another thing. Yeah.
I hope these kids know a little English or something.
Right.
They're doing charades the whole time. It's
Yeah.
but yeah,
But
that's
you know what? I think you'll do great out there. I do. I think
thank you.
you'll be a great help out there, and they're lucky to have you. They really are.
Thank you.
And
Thank
I
you.
know you'll get whatever needs to be done out there. Just please be safe, and
Absolutely.
and if we can, we'll do some footage from there, and
Yeah, yeah, totally.
I'm
You
sure you're
know,
gonna make plenty of friends out there.
yeah, yeah. I'm not I'm not trying to, I'm not gonna make it like like no YouTube episode.
No,
Like I'm not
right?
not like I did with other trips, but I certainly will, take footage and stuff like
Sure.
that. And, yeah, yeah, try to just yeah, that's it. It's
Yeah.
whew, wild, wild. It's gonna be a wild couple weeks. Now, the only thing, like I said, besides the passport, I'm afraid that it's gonna come here.
Mhm.
That's another huge, huge fear of mine. That one day New York City is just gonna,
Yeah.
that's what I'm worried about. I don't think so. It's not exact. It's not really looking like. Seems like Putin can barely handle Ukraine right now.
Right.
So yeah, I can't imagine it coming over to our borders. But yeah, that's kind of that's another fear of mine. A lot of fears. It's a scary endeavor.
It is.
So yeah, so
But if you feel the need to do it, then do it.
that's it. Yeah, that's it. No, I've been hike. It's a lot of people are like, you could die out there. I said, do you know how many times I almost died on the Appalachian Trail?
Sure.
Or
Mhm.
how many times I almost died on the road?
Yeah.
You could die anywhere,
True.
so it's like I said, I hate when people are like, oh, well, what if you die out there? Well, if I die, it's not my problem anymore. That's it. know,
Yeah.
it's it's what do you do? Like they don't say that to soldiers. Well, what if you
No.
die in Iraq?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
I'm not gonna be shooting people. I'm not. I don't even think I'm gonna get a weapon when I'm out there. So
Right.
it's yeah, it's what a what a world, Jeanette. What a world,
It's crazy, but I could see you doing another commercial with your gear on.
Yeah,
I
right.
have
Yeah,
that vision.
I'll do a Red Bull commercial out in
Right.
the in
If anybody
Ukraine.
hasn't seen it, did a Red Bull commercial and it was hilarious. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's on YouTube. Um, he's just he's hysterical. He's just he makes light of crazy situations, and he did a great job with that commercial. And Red Bull should pick him up for it. They
That's why
absolutely should.
that's why I think, I used to be a children's entertainer. Now the crazy thing, so I actually gonna audition to be a puppeteer again in Knoebels, do the
Right.
children's puppet shows. And so I feel like I can bring some kind of joy into these kids' lives, just a little bit,
Absolutely.
even if I keep them occupied, I know how to change diapers and all that. Yeah, I don't want to change diapers, but I know how to do all that. And I
Yeah.
can feed, I can cook, I can clean. There's just so
Well, we know
much.
you can cook. Right.
Yeah, yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. So, Yeah,
Wow.
but anyway, but yeah, I'll keep you updated, and
Yes, please do.
once, like I said, once I have that passport in my hand, it's game time. Um, but
All
until
right.
then, I just gotta continue life as usual. You know, that's it. You know, it's
And in the meantime, I'll work my end and see what I can
beautiful.
do as far as, helping you out, to get the stuff you need. And then anybody out there, if you just want to tell them what the link is for them to
Yep.
donate, that would be great.
Give me one second. Let me look at the exact website. I'm not sure if it's
Okay.
org or .com. Hold on.
Sam just went to go check out that website. I think what he's doing is absolutely amazing. Never know what this guy's going to come out with, but good for him. There he is.
I kicked myself out.
Yes, you did.
So it is abundanceinternational.org.
Okay.
You could just Google Abundance International, or if you go onto my Facebook page, I think I accidentally made two separate fundraisers for them.
Okay.
I'm not exactly. Facebook changed the fundraiser thing, and yeah, I think I accidentally made two of them. Because I donated 25 out of my pocket, and the one keeps saying I should donate my money to jumpstart it. So yeah, I think I made two, but either way, it'll go directly to their organization.
Okay.
Yeah, the founder is Mark Davis. He is based. They're based out of Nevada, and yeah, he's right there with those kids. He's in. I can't pronounce it. It's like Nikolaev or Nikolaev,
Nikolai.
Ukraine.
Yeah, Nikolai.
Yeah,
Okay.
towards the bottom, and there's two orphanages there, and yeah, that's one of the towns that Russians have moved into as well, and yeah, it's pretty messy. But in his videos, he was still walking around and stuff. You know, they
Well, that's
kept
good.
having air raid sirens and stuff, but it wasn't like people were like running around and
Mhm.
active gunfire or anything like that. So
Well, that's good.
that's as of right now. But
Right.
yeah, it's abundanceinternational.org, and like I said, they're just trying to get as much money as they can, um, in case the government collapses.
Yeah.
Once the government collapses, I hope it doesn't. I don't think it will.
Hmm.
But if it does, that's going to be all the money these kids have. So
Yeah.
yeah, and a lot of them need medical supplies and stuff. And yeah, actually, if anyone watching knows how to get medical supplies or anything like that to them, they need it. I'm sure they need, insulin and the medical supplies everyone needs: insulin,
Right.
band-aids, water, stuff like that. I'm not exactly sure how to send care packages over there.
Right.
I haven't even looked into anything like that. So, but yeah, they do need medical supplies, and so they need everything. But yeah, Abundance International. Yep,
Okay.
so
I'll go
yeah,
ahead and post that link too. And
cool.
Sam, you're doing a wonderful thing.
Thank you.
Again, you're one of my favorite interviews because you always have some kind of surprise going. Everybody I interview, I mean, of course, I love, but you just have that place that, you're my first interview. Um,
Awesome.
so let's keep me posted. Let's
Absolutely.
get you all the stuff that you need to go. Keep me
Yep.
updated. As soon as you get that passport, you let me know, and we'll get together so I can give you whatever I've gotten for you. And everybody, please help this man get to where he needs to go.
Yes.
And Sam, I will be in touch, and we'll see you when you're out there.
Wonderful. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you for having me on too. So yeah, I'll talk. I'll
Always
keep
a
in.
pleasure. Yep.
I'll be in contact. And everyone, thanks for watching. If y'all could donate, I heard that $50 could feed 3 kids for a month.
Well, okay.
So I don't know what kind of food they're getting for that, but it's keeping them alive. That's it. That's what matters. People out there eat bland, flavorless food anyway. So, so, they're white. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so anyway, all right.
All right. Sam, thank you so much.
I love you. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, love you too. All
All
right, everybody, Sam Green, and I'll see you Monday.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.